Before we begin, thank you very much to Matthias607 for joining the Patreon campaign over at patreon.com/TJOmega. As of this video, we have hit the mark for Beast Machines to get an episode-by-episode review. There's a scheduling issue with that, hitting that so fast, but thank you guys so much for getting me that far, that fast. I cannot tell you what it means to me. Thank you guys so much. You're probably wondering why we are staring at a page full of anime girls. So, I feel like there's a topic we need to address, something new that's coming out, and I feel as though we have to first educate ourselves. So, before we get into anything on topic, let us go over this. This is Kotobukiya's website for their bishoujo series of anime girl figurines. The bishoujo statues is a series of statues based off Shunya Yamashita's illustrations of various movie, game, and comic characters in the Japanese bishoujo, young, beautiful girls, style. All of these statues are 1/7 in scale and make a great collection when displayed together. Okay, so, not a big deal. Okay, so, whole bunch of, there's some familiar faces in here and some not so familiar faces. So, just to give you a general idea of what's going on here. So, here's one they did of Nina Williams from Tekken. Now, she's supposed to be kind of a femme fatale, sexy character, so getting a statuette like this, this is not really shocking whatsoever. You know, I would absolutely expect this kind of thing out of Japan, complete with American comic book style spine distortion in order to get both her cleavage and her butt in the same angle. Spines don't work like this. This is back trauma. This is like severe scoliosis. But this is just, this is just an example. The line started out like this. This is Freddy Krueger as an anime girl. The things you thought you'd only see on DeviantArt, brought to life by Kotobukiya. Let's read this because this gets creepier. This new Freddy may wear the same iconic striped sweater, hat, and bladed glove, but that's where the similarities end. A blonde vixen, this Krueger is a beauty with torn clothing, mismatched stockings, and even lacy undergarments peeking out from under her sweater. Freddy leans forward seductively, one hand on her hip, and her iconic glove raised next to her face. I've always wondered who would want one of these. One of my best friends' missus wants one of these. And what's horrifying about this is, this is you think this is just a one-off weird thing that they did. No. This is a subset. Here's Jason. Here's Jason Voorhees as a hot anime girl. At least six-pack abs though. Give her credit for a zombie. Chucky, specifically from Bride of Chucky. Edward Scissorhands done as well, looking like the hot goth girl in high school if she glued scissors to her fingers. We're gonna have to talk about this. This will actually come back later. Take notes, kids. This is a precedent we have to talk about. Here's Ash from Evil Dead. Just in case anyone ever wanted to fantasize about Bruce Campbell. Not on my list. Not on my list, honestly. Here's Beetlejuice. And now, to be fair, Beetlejuice is the kind of character I think would do this for a laugh or just a screw with somebody's head. This actually is not entirely out of character, at least. Makeup's a lot cleaner than it was in the movie, though. And we can continue on. Here's Michael Myers. You can see the mask on the ground. Leatherface, which with a distinct lack of leather on her face. And just so you know, this is just the extreme. This is just the most out there, being let's make horror movie icons sexy and make them sexy girls. No, they've done this with other properties. There's Rainbow Dash from My Little Pony. I believe they've done the entire main 6. I just want to show you one as an example, and I made sure it was Best Pony. Don't at me. This is, ugh. To be fair, this is less creepy, I find, than Hasbro's own attempt at humanizing the ponies. So credit where credit's due. So why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about the fetishes of a Japanese artist given life as plastic statuettes? This is relevant because this exists now. And I've had so many people link me to this. Kotobukiya's bishoujo series is going to be making Transformer figures, and it starts with Optimus Prime, or more properly, Convoy, and Megatron. Okay, I've read fanfics like this. Let's see. Let's see if there's any kind of like announcement here. Concept was shown, long video for sculpt on a pedestal, convoy decked out. Okay. There is an English video. I'm not gonna watch it. Copyright and all that. So, yeah. So the first design is already in prototype. So there's already an Optimus Prime here. It's just waiting for final paint and approval, etc. I don't know who this is supposed to appeal to. No, but then again, I will be honest. We've all seen, like, if you've been in this fandom long enough, I should say, you've seen sexified Transformer characters. You've seen it on DeviantArt or fan art forums or somewhere where someone has put giant boobs on Starscream. You've seen it as art, Rule 63 artwork of pretty much everyone in the cast. You've seen that Nicey figure that drives me into a homicidal rage every time I have to talk about that over-sexualized abomination of RC's character. So, let's actually examine this, just for the sake of doing so. The one thing that what pains me, what genuinely pains me about this is the design work is actually clever. Let's give credit where credit is due. The design work is genuinely clever. You have this. She is designed like she's designed like a repair girl, like a repair woman. She's gonna go fix a car somewhere, toolbox and all. So with that in mind, the work gloves giving her the blue hands of Optimus Prime, clever. The rolled up sleeves putting that slash of gray in the right spots, clever. Having the top of her pockets that light blue to reflect his windshield chest, clever. Even the Matrix as a necklace, clever. I will give points. I will give credit where credit is due. A lot of this is very clever. I don't know. I think the wheels on her boots are a little bit too far because they don't seem to make any sense in this design. Yeah, you don't see a trigger on Megatron's crotch, so I don't see why the wheels were necessary on the legs. At least make him Heelys. That maybe that might make a little bit of sense. Even the tool chest, let's be honest, the tool chest being the trailer, that's admittedly clever. I hate this, but at the same time, I do respect how transformative it is and still has so many Optimus Prime elements in it. I hate having I'm begrudgingly impressed by the design. That's what scares me about this. And then we have Megatron, and we don't have anything concrete on Megatron yet. It's just the concept art. And again, this one's a little bit weirder. So, yeah, the arm cannon as a bazooka seems that seems cheap. Um, that's like, okay, so it's the signature for Megatron is the arm cannon. This seems like it's a little bit weird. Like it didn't seem like that's very well integrated. She's just carrying the arm cannon that now has a gun handle on it. Using the coat to give like that inner red look that the original toy had. Okay, that's fine. You can't do a bucket head, so okay, the hat works. And and also like the bob cut, like or bob cut, pixie cut. I'm not a stylist. I am not a stylist. I'm letting the canon go because of things like this. This is why I said like this is a precedent we have to set. Because when it came to weaponry on these characters, and I guess Ash here works the same way. They kept them authentic. So I guess I have to count this as okay. I hope the base is secure because these are very small feet to have this big coat and big cannon hanging off their back. It's bizarre, isn't it? I think what's scariest is that when you watch the video, it says that this is a Transformer series. And given how many horror movie icons they did, there's a frightening level of directions this could go. We could see a sexy Bumblebee. We could see a sexy Grimlock. Sexy Starscream. How would you replicate sexy Starscream? What's like sexy Soundwave? Like the least sexy Transformer design. Like figure out how to make that into a cute anime girl. Something I will say about these designs in general, especially the Optimus. Like now you see these sculpts. Look at this. Huge boobs, huge stretched out boobs, big cleavage. Sometimes it's subtle, and most of the time it's not. Most of the time, it's definitely not subtle. On Prime, it is. Prime has a little bit of distinction to her. She has no cleavage, and her shirt is not really that stretched out and revealing. Her jacket actually covers a lot of her curves. So credit where credit's due. Megatron is gonna be Megatron's gonna be busting out, but beyond that, they are at least more subdued than they can be. So like there's a potential creep factor here that is more limited. I'm not going to begrudge anyone who's into this, okay? As far as I'm concerned, they are girls cosplaying as the characters. All right? That's how I view this. They're just, it's cosplay, essentially. I'm not going to read any more into it. If you like it, fine by me. All the power to you. I'm not going to say you're wrong because it's all based on opinion. It's not my thing, but hey, if it is yours, I'm happy you've got it. So yeah, everyone can stop sending me pictures of this thing now. Okay? We've talked about it. We've gone over it. I dedicated a whole video. I could have thrown this into a news roundup and we could have been done with it in 2 minutes, but no. We had to examine it in detail, and we actually had to give it credit because there's actual smart design going on here. This is dangerous. This is all I'm going to say is that this is dangerous. I fully expect if this continues, I'm not actually expecting like a Bumblebee. I'm not really expecting a Soundwave. That was more humoristic. I would expect an RC. I would expect a very human and human looking and like curvaceous RC, because Japan doesn't miss a beat on those kind of things. So yeah, let me know what you think below. Keep it mild, because remember, it's just an opinion, and there's nothing wrong with liking it. That's just what someone will do, and that's not wrong. There's nothing inherently creepy about it. Let's put it that way. On its own, it's just a statuette of a cute anime girl. It is how you respond to it that is creepy or not. So let's keep that in mind. The product itself is not inherently bad. But let me know what you think. Let me know what direction you think it's going in. Who do you want amongst Transformers turned into a hot anime girl? Because off the top of my head, I think there's a few in my head that I think would actually invite that. But let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what people think. And yeah, next time something like this comes up that's weird, I know already. I have to keep in mind, sometimes my boss is looking over my shoulder at work, and I need to explain these things that may come up on my Twitter feed. But there you go. There you go. That's my opinion. It's not for me, but I don't think it's inherently bad. Take that for what you will, and I will see you the next time Japan does something weird. Guys, I am facing the most powerful enemy any YouTuber can face, the algorithm, and I need your help to defeat him. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Every time you do, we attack that algorithm and we drive it back until it can no longer defeat this channel. Thank you very much.